Hi everyone. Today's session we are going to discuss about the flow control statements in TypeScript. Flow control statements are used to manipulate execution flow of the program. How do you want to run the program that we can able to manipulate using the flow control statements? There are two types of flow control statements are there. One is called conditional statements. Second one is called loop or iterative statements are going to call loop or iterative statements. Now, first of all, who doesn't have the any programming knowledge, where they are going to get the more confusion, the programming part is this portion, conditional statements, loop statements. Okay, so before coming to this, we have to see operators, mainly comparison operators. In the previous videos, we have operators in TypeScript. You have to watch it is which value returns true or false, less than, greater than, less than or equal to those things. You should have an idea. Okay. Now first understand here flow control statements. Let me take an example here. There are three programs are given here. Program one, program two, program three. If I go for the program one, so I have the number of statements are 10. 10 line of code is there. So whenever I run this program, it will go for the execution step by step. So when the program is going to execute step by step, the type of execution flow where we are going to call sequential execution. That is step by step. Default execution flow is sequential. That's default. Now, second program also 10 statements are there, but my requirement is like this. After execution of the 1, 2, 3, then either it has to go for the execution of the 4, 5, this block, or I want to go for the this block. Then again I want to go for the continue the execution. So either this block or this block. Then I want to continue the execution. This type of execution where we are going to call conditional based execution. This type of execution is called condition based execution. For that, we have to go for conditional statements are going to use. We have to use the conditional statements. The next thing here, after execution the 1, 2, 3, there is a block here. No, this block I want to go for the multiple times. Suppose 4 times or 6 times I want to go for the execution. The remaining portion again I want to go for the execution one time. It is some portion of the program where I want to go multiple iterations. That is called iterative based execution. Iterative based execution. For that purpose, we can go for the iterative or loop statements are going to use. Okay. So in this video, I am going to explain to you about the conditional statements in TypeScript. Okay. Conditional statements in TypeScript we are going to discuss. So try to understand. I will go and explain the each one with a simple example. I will go and explain to you so that you will get the confident on this concepts. Okay. First one, conditional statements. What is the purpose here? Are used to execute block of statements based on given expression or condition true or false based on that. Okay. So now if statements, what is the purpose here? It is used to execute block of statements when given expression or condition is true, then only it allows the block to execute. So what is the syntax for this? If condition. Inside this, we can have the block of statements. Like this, we can have block of statements. Okay, let us see simple example. Demo if condition dot ts. Whatever name you can, file name, anything. Click on enter. Now see my head. I want to go for the let variable age. Let age number, data type number equal to 18 I give. Now console.log age greater than or equal to 18. If I give, what is the output we are going to get? That is important. It will give the true for us. Greater than or equal to 18. Okay. Then if I go for console.log, okay, is eligible to vote. This is what I want to display. Save, run. It is given the true and it is going to execute for us. This block is this statement executed. So now I want to make it as a block it is. So in TypeScript, block after curly bracket can have one or more steps it is. If I run, still same output we are going to get because I am not using any condition here. Now what I want to do, if suppose I given 17 my, still same output are going to get, but here it is false we are going to get. Observe the fundamental thing it is. Save. If I run, false is executed, this step execute, this block also execute because there is no condition I'm given, just a block I give it will execute. Now when I want to execute, if this is the expression gives the truth, then only it is meaningful if executed. So if age greater than or equal to 18, then only I want to go for this block to execute. That is the execution flow. What happens here, when I run, it comes here, it gives the false display, it comes here, check the condition. If it is false means, so it go outside the if block. Anything is that it will execute. Otherwise, stop the execution. That is the execution flow. Now save it is. Clear here. Run. See, false only. It is not displayed. Now, if I give 18, save, clear, and run. True will be given, and he is eligible to vote. This is a simple if condition. But here, if it is false, means nothing is displaying for us. See, clear. False only displayed, but eligible are not showing. It is not meaningful. This program. What I can do here, ma'am. In that case, we can go for the else if. So what else if will do? Use it to verify to execute different block of statements based on given expression or condition is true or false. True or false. Then what is the syntax here? Same like previous one. If condition, then some statements, then else. Some other statements is like this. Now see the execution flow how it will be. The first block, whichever is there here, this in simple we have to call if block we are going to call. The second one where we are going to call else block we are going to call. If block, else block. If block, else block. Right. Now the execution flow will be like this. The condition true. Then if block will execute. If it is false, no, it won't execute if block. Control will go to the else block and execute. Continue the execution flow. Now you simply have to understand that if the condition true, which block will execute one? If block will execute. If condition false means else block will execute. Okay. Now you see that in this I go for else. Then console dot log. What I can say is not eligible to vote. Is not eligible to vote. Like this. Or the execution flow here. First check the condition. I initialize. I remove it is now. It checks here. So a condition false. It comes to else block and execute. Clear? Run. Save it is and run. Let me check what happened here. New TS error text error. Okay. Let age 17 is the age. Okay. Seems to be right. So please something went wrong. It is unexpected issue I got. He is not eligible to vote. It is. This is the one. Okay. If suppose if I go for the 18, save here and run. He is eligible to vote. So the flow you have to understand. The condition true, if block will execute. Condition false, it will go for them. Else block will going to execute for us. But how many conditions we are checking? Only one condition. Either you go for if statement or you go for the if else statement. Only one condition are checking. Now what I want to do, I want to go for the multiple conditions to check according to the corresponding block. I want to go for the execution to execute more than one condition. Based on that, I want to execute particular block of statements. We can go for the else. Almost similar it is, the syntax also. The syntax is similar. If condition else. Again, if you go for one more, if condition. If not, if this condition is not satisfied, go for else. Again, if condition. Like this. Number of conditions you can go. Is also not else. You can go for else. You can specify what you want to execute. Nested if we are going to say it is else if statement or nested if it is nested if. nested if we can use. Now, here it is like this. Demo.tsi. So I want to go for the based on the student marks. I want to display the student grade it is. Write program to find student grade based on given marks. Okay. The multiple conditions I want to check, right? So let marks number I given 75. Then if marks greater than or equal to 90, then console dot log. What I can say here, grade A. The condition true it is. Otherwise else if marks greater than or equal to 80, then console dot log grade B. See this one, right? Like this, or you can here also you can write your choice. It is. It's not an important. Else if marks greater than or equal to 70, then console dot log grade C. Grade C. Otherwise, miss else. Console dot log grade D. International standards, no fail. So A, B, C, D only grades are going to be like this. Save it is and run. Grade C. So 91. Result. Okay, like this. Last one we have the like this. We have the other one. Switch statement is it is also to check the multiple conditions according to that it has to execute. Okay, according to that it has to execute. One second. So like this it is. Now switch statement. Used when same like this. But compared to the nested if, it will increase the readability of the script and reliability also. Compared to the nested if, it is more reliable one we are going to call. So how do you go for this? I will go for simple example. I will explain it easily. switchdemo.ts. Write program to display color name based on given character from RGB. Okay, RGB. How we can go for this? So let my color string equal to GI given. Then switch condition my color is if it is R satisfied, then what I want to say console.log your choice is red. Then I want to stop the this is switch case. Go for other condition not required to execute. Go for the break. Break is not used. No, after that next case also it will check more. If it is G, then I want to say that what your choice is green. Green. If suppose case is B, that I want to go for the blue. So other than this default, these three conditions not satisfied, we can go for the default block. Console.log invalid entity I want to say like this. Save it is and run. Your choice is green. If I go, so mi given, save it is and run. Then invalid entity because the conditions are not satisfied. Invalid entity. Sir, I go for the G. Then invalid entity only we are going to get because case sensitive. No. In that case, what we can do, my color dot to uppercase. Convert the string into the uppercase because you are already given the uppercase. If I give a lowercase, convert into the lowercase. Run it is clear first and run. Your choice is green. Like this, we can. These are the different kind of conditional statements are there. Okay. Next video, I will go on to provide the loops about the iterative or loop statements. I will explain. Try to listen that also will give the clarity to you. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.